Okay, welcome back to another video. Yeah, I could not wait for this video. I was gonna shoot it yesterday, but I said no, because I kept thinking about it, so I'm like, it's just an introduction. Might as well, right? But yeah, welcome back. If you see my last video, hi, go watch it. It's actually sweet, minimal cussing. Um, but yeah, it took me a while to figure out how I want to do this because I didn't know if I wanted to like do the introduction while I'm playing the game, or if I want to do the introduction separately, because usually I see people do the introduction of their characters when they're playing the game. It's not many people that I've seen do it. It's not many people that I've seen make the introduction a whole separate thing before they start making the gameplay. So I was like, you know what? That's how I'm gonna do it, because I feel like I don't want this introduction taking up majority of the gameplay and you know. But yeah, like I plan on making this series big. I have a lot of seasons, and yeah, I have a lot of seasons, and I have a lot of story mode that I want to do. And the way that I want to play this game is, sorry if I'm just hopping right into it. I talk too long, and I want to just get a lot of extra shit out the way. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping y'all can understand me. I know I talk fast sometimes, so I'm gonna try to slow it down. But yeah, this series, like I said, I plan on having many seasons, and I want it to be good storytelling, but I want it to be a balance of storytelling and gameplay. So I don't want it to be, because at first, we're not gonna talk about that, whatever. But yeah, I just want it to be balanced. Expect a lot of magic, a lot of whimsical, storytelling, a lot of like there. Okay, so how do I say this? Okay, so this whole series is going to be essentially like Alice in Wonderland. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a lot of like wacky turns, and like, okay, I will say this though, some seasons might be a little more tame because they're focused on more interpersonal relationships, but I want um there to still be a lot of magic, a lot of like mystery. You might have cults here, you might have aliens here, fairies here, witches here. um yeah, so like I want to let y'all know that before going in, that this series won't be like no other, because it's going to be traveling through all the worlds. And before I get into like the characters, I want to say like the way I do the seasons. Each season will take place in each world. Think of like each se- each season, each season. Think of think about. I'm trying to do many. I'm not trying to edit this video at all. Okay, so if you hear me stuttering and shit, get over it. But yeah, each season will take place in a specific world. Like Willow Creek, that's season 1. Um, I probably should say it like this. So season 1 will take place in Willow Creek. So we're gonna be focusing on a lot of interpersonal relationships. Think of season 1 like levels. Think of the seasons like levels. Season 1 is a level, and season 2 is a level, and we don't get to traverse through the levels until we unlock another level, or until we unlock another season, is when we get to be able to jump from Shimashino to Willow Creek, or Willow Creek to Newcrest. You know what I mean? So I want to let y'all know that before going in. But y'all will enjoy the series, because I'm actually putting everything into it. There's a lot of shit behind the scenes that I was doing to the characters and all that stuff in the world. So yeah, I think that's it. I wrote down notes. I had to. I think I pretty much said everything. Now we can get into like the characters. Okay, so this character will be my main character. They're essentially androgynous, and hermaphrodite. They come from a long line of fairies and witches, believe it or not. Slick is, think of it like, oh, the Bayonetta, like how, she came from like a good witch and a bad witch, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like evil, good, whatever. How she was born from light and dark. That's kind of like the situation, but kind of not. Because my character's not born from, well, they're born from like essentially chaos. Okay? So my character is like the magical character. That's the main magical character. Of course, you're gonna meet other magical characters too, which I'm excited. But that's other seasons though. So season 1 is think of it like season 1, like the first world of Mario. of any Mario game. Um, so yeah, my character comes from a lineage of powerful fairies and a powerful witches, and they came to this Willow Creek because they wanted to, they were ready to leave the nest, and before they left, their parents gave them a book of chaos, which is a book of spells that can cause chaos. And I almost forgot. There will be mods in the game, so you know shit gonna get real. Just now, shit gonna get real. Like we're gonna start sniffing coke, but we're not talking about that right now. That's not till like season 7. Um, I'm doing drugs, but yeah. So they had the book of chaos. So the parents gave them the book of chaos, which is a book of powerful chaotic spells, is to protect themselves when they go into like the human realm and stuff like that. And the parents did their best to try to prepare them, but Soul is a rebel sometimes, and he don't listen, and they hard headed, and they're serial romantic, as you can see. So you already know how this is gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna lay the groundwork right now. They are serial romantic. Get over it, okay? But their families are royalty, so they. I can't wait to get into season, what is it, 5, when we start sleeping with royals. No, but seriously though, I'm gonna start taking care of the royals' kids. But yeah, they're like I said, they're mischievous, and their magic gets them into trouble. So we're gonna follow that dynamic as well, and they also want to be the world's biggest superstar, the biggest pop star, the biggest star. They want to be the biggest star. Their ultimate goal is to be the biggest star, and they're gonna achieve it. But anyways, yeah, like I said, you're gonna see the drama and stuff like that. And like I said, I got other characters in here. Like I said, this gameplay is going to be very, very insane. Like, you got Riverdale up in here, you got Maleficent up in here, you got the Evil Queen up in here, you got Once Upon a Time characters up in here, you got SpongeBob up in here. You know what I'm saying? You got the Scream Queens up in here, Blue's Clues up. This world is a mix up of like everything. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But what else did I write down? With the other. I'm going to be. Yeah, I think I pretty much said everything about my character. But yeah, I don't know if I'm changing the hair, but yeah, they're essentially like androgynous. As you can see, they, them, and their name, Soulstar, Sunstar. Come on now. But yeah, the next character, and keep in mind, like each season, girl, where are your clothes? You should go embarrassing me. What the? You have to piss me the fuck off. I'm gonna give her something a little 1-2-1-2. I do not care because she know better. Like this is so stupid. Like, why can't you just go perfect? The TV flip. Shut up, bitch. But I'm just gonna figure it out in a minute. But yeah. So Arya, I already had her clothes fixed out, so I don't know why she did it. But Arya. Oh, and when I do this gameplay, you're gonna have familiar characters like Once Upon a Time characters, Charmed characters. You're gonna have Pretty Little Liars up in here, and this is what I'm living with right now. And a lot of the characters have different iterations of them, so they're not going to be the exact same. If you watch Charmed, and if you watch Pretty Little Liars, Arya's mom is the same mom in Charmed, and if you watch Charmed, that's Arya's mom in Pretty Little Liars. So we're gonna keep that dynamic, and I thought that was funny. And keep in mind, like Arya, as you can see, is a spellcaster. Yeah, because kind of like me, everybody's situations kind of parallel themselves, but their own different aspects of life. So Arya, she comes from the Power of Three, the Charmed ones. That's her lineage. Her mom is Piper, literally Piper Hello. Which I'm gonna have to change her name to Montgomery. I mean to Hollywell, but her story is her mom. And like I said, like I'm taking like pieces of like from everything. So like her mom and her dad split up. Just if you watch Pretty Little Liars, that's what happened in the show. That her mom and dad got a divorce, and she's handling that. So that's why I kind of want to make it here. Like her mom and dad split up, whatever. So she kept the dad's last name, and her thing is she's trying. What did I write down actually? Because I don't want to get nothing confused with y'all, because I know I talk a lot. So she comes from a long line of powerful witches that lives just down the street. Which we go, episode one, we're probably, I don't know if episode one or episode two. I don't know how I want to do it just yet, but we're going to. Well, technically this is episode one. So yeah, the next episode we're going to be visiting her parents and stuff like that, and getting all that together and throwing like a little party and bringing them food. You'll see, whatever. But that's like details. But yeah, she comes from the Hollywood sister line, and they're ancient. They have very ancient magic. She comes from an ancient bloodline, so her magic is very powerful. And she struggles with, what did I say? She struggles. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Family very rich. She just wants to, especially. Okay, well I can't read my handwriting, so yeah, she's struggling to find herself because, especially young adult, your parents split up, you just now starting to get into your magic, and it's like, damn, like your parents split up, and it's like you don't want, and you don't believe in magic no more, that type of thing. If your two parents can't be together, then magic isn't real, love isn't real, and that's kind of her thing. As you can see, she wants a soulmate. That's subconsciously though, and we're gonna see that dynamic play out, whatever, and you're gonna see her dynamic with her parents and her aunts in episode one. And yeah, like she struggles with like, do I even want to do magic anymore? I should just leave it behind. Like she essentially trying to run away, essentially, and trying to start a new life. Um, I don't know if I think, and her parents are still, and her aunts. You're gonna see their dynamic too with her, because they're gonna be like, Arya, girl, that's not true. Magic comes in all forms and sizes. They're gonna try to take her to like witch shops, get her together and all that. But yeah, we're gonna see that didn't play out. Um, I think that's it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what kind of career I want to give her yet. But like I said, it's gonna play out. Whatever. But Spencer, for the most part, I wrote them in order. These two need to be swapped. But I said Spencer. She also has this big pressure to follow in her parents' footsteps. Make her. Oh, that's something else. She has a big pressure following her parents' footsteps. Her parents either want her. What? Wow, Nikki. But her parents either want her to be the world's most successful doctor or the world's most successful lawyer. And I kind of want to change this. But I think non-committal is perfect. But keep in mind, these are all young adults. So, like, she don't know. Like, that's a lot of pressure to live up to. She's going to start cracking. She's going through it. Like, her family has to keep up appearances. If you watch Pretty Little Liars, that's literally what her mom says in the show. So, they're going to keep up appearances. And she's trying her best, but y'all going to see her crack under pressure. And y'all going to see her be non-committal. If you see Spencer in the show, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that's it. But Spence. Next we have Emily. Emily, if y'all seen Pretty Little Liars, I'm gonna keep it kind of similar too. Emily struggles with being, but I'm gonna kind of change it a little bit though, because aside from her struggling with her sexuality, she's just struggling to be appreciated, and that's where her sexuality even comes from. Like, she just wants to feel validated by people. She's a people pleaser. She wants to be accepted, wants to be loved, and wants to be appreciated. And we're gonna see that dynamic play out too. And girl, you gotta start loving yourself. You know what I mean? So, and then her life's gonna start changing. But yeah, like that's what I have planned for her, is acceptance and self-love, self-worth, and all that stuff. So I know hers is a little short. I'm trying to keep it as short because I talk too much. Arya should have been a little shorter than what it was, but who is next is Hannah. Alright, so Hannah, if y'all seen the show, she is a glutton. So I'm gonna keep that too. And Hannah kind of mirrors Emily, where acceptance. But in her head, she wants to be beautiful. She wants to feel beautiful. She doesn't want to be fat anymore. She doesn't want to be looked at disgusting or a glutton. And she also struggles with, like, basically self-love as well, but in a different form. Whereas Hers is more vain. She wants to feel beautiful. But girl, you gotta feel beautiful within first before you feel beautiful without. As within, so without. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So that's what she has going on, and accepting herself in other ways because she knows she can get a man, but that's not the point. She don't love herself, so therefore she sabotages herself. But anyways, yeah. So that's what she has going on, and she a thief. So we're gonna get into that too. That's gonna be like all these traits are gonna play into the character's dynamic. But who else? Okay. Last but not least, my bitch, my best bitch, Alison Delantis. Alison Delantis. Um, I made her simple and short and to the point, and I like this, and I like this. All she wants to do. Let me change this. Anyways, yeah, all she wants to do is I have to change it because I just realized she's not. That's not who she wants to be. She wants to literally have a family who cares, and not just her best friends. Obviously, we care, bitch. But she means like she always fantasized about basically having a big family and just enjoying that and living be the best mom in the world. And you can see she got mean traits, and we're gonna keep that. But well, we're gonna see how long though. And I like this. Every character's gonna have their own interpersonal relationships and dynamics, but she's kind of like everybody else here. On a level, kind of sabotages that because she is so mean and like people are afraid of her. She's very domineering, very powerful, and she has to learn to relinquish control. Not necessarily because she needs to be more submissive or weak, but because she's living in a mindset where all that matters is dominance and power and being a strong, dominant woman. But being a strong woman also means balancing out your masculine energy and your feminine energy. And Allison, she kind of sometimes, because if you watch the show, sometimes she does, she's very receptive, very sweet and homey. But on the other hand, she's very mean, cold, and cutthroat. If you watch the show, you will know. But that's how I kind of want to make her too. Like, and I want her to, I want to show her like, and I want her to see the world with a different lens. I want her to be able to like be strong when needed, and be recessive when needed, and be passive when needed. Being assertive and being passive, knowing to balance those energies. But because especially if she has kids, you don't want her to be too passive or too aggressive. You want there to be a nice balance. I mean, not aggressive, I mean assertive. But yeah, so that's the dynamics I have with the characters. I want to say something else. Um, oh, some worlds I'm just going to be playing as myself, like as this character. I don't know if I'm gonna keep their hair the same though. I might make their body more feminine. But I found a twink online, and I just said, "Fuck it, I'll make a twink." But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that hair on them, but it's so cute. I love it. But yeah. So some worlds I'm gonna be playing just as myself, and some worlds or levels I'm going to be playing as like households. It might be just me and one other person, or just me. So like that's what I wanted to do with this series, is to just like make it like realistic as possible, but yet still keep the fun and whimsical, whimsical, um mischievous, wild action going on. So like I said, keep in mind it's very magical as well, so we're gonna see those dynamics as well. But I just want to do that, give a little intro because I've been working through this for 4+ years, and I'm finally here. And God showed me like this is what you need to do right now. This is my calling. This is what the only thing you need to focus on with your ADHD ass. You hear me? So I'm like, yeah, God, I hear you. But yeah, like I said, I hope y'all enjoy because this series is gonna be big and it's gonna be fun. And I know I have 2 Sims videos on the channel. Think I might just private those because they don't really serve a purpose anymore. And yeah, and I feel like this is the right step to go to. So yeah, I just want to say that I hope y'all enjoy this series, and please let me know what y'all want as well, because I also want to incorporate y'all in the game as well. you know, your comments and your opinions too. So yeah, bye.